a communist, it's knocking at our doors, turning all our children into hooligans and whores, voraciously devour.
This is based directly off of the original film Tell Your Children, which was released in 1936. It is a musical parody of the original 1936 black and white propaganda film, heavily filled with camp and lots of fun dance numbers, with a nice little twist at the end as well.
Reefer Madness, Reefer Madness.
So this Reefer Madness, anyways, the musical, it starts with the lecturer talking to an assumed group of concerned parents and citizens about a new drug menace that's sweeping the nation, which is marijuana. Yeah.
My character is actually kind of two characters. My main character is Jimmy Harper, but everyone in this cast kind of belongs to this school that the lecturer is the head of, that we are putting on this production to convey this important message. So I'm actually just one of the members of the school. But in the story world that we are telling to the audience, I played Jimmy Harper, and the story of Jimmy is basically he is this, this all-American high school kid. He's smart, he's athletic, he's, literally every mother loves him. He's very patriotic, loves his country, loves everything about it, and he basically falls into this trap of with marijuana, and it shows the general progression of his story from being this all-American, perfect golden boy to falling into the depths of this reefer den, this reefer hell, and the lessons he learns from it, as well as the important message that he, as himself, wants to convey to the rest of America and the youth of America of the danger of the demon weed, so to speak.
The reason I'd say that it's relevant overall is because this show actually, while it is called Reefer Madness, says almost nothing about marijuana, which is kind of the fun thing about it. It's very much based in sensationalism and propaganda overall, which is something that we face every day, whether it's in politics, advertisement. You walk outside, you see an ad on a bus, it's going to be propaganda no matter what, which is sort of the nice thing about it.
I don't think it's necessarily going to be hitting home a strong message about marijuana per se, because at the end of the day, as much as it's called Reefer Madness and it's about Jimmy and his demon trip through hell because of reefer, it's not actually about marijuana. You could literally put in any idea in there that you want to stray people away from and replace reefer with that idea, and the story and the play and the musical still hold true. So whether you could take this play and make it about, if you want to take a stronger drug, you could take it about crystal meth, and the exact same message would be conveyed. So it may not turn away people from marijuana per se, but it would get people to start thinking really critically about the messages they hear, because just as much as it's about this message, it's about propaganda as well and how messages are conveyed. So we get people to think critically. Maybe it'll get people to stop smoking marijuana. I have no idea.
It's a cult. It's definitely like a cult classic kind of thing. When you tell somebody who knows about Reefer Madness that you're doing Reefer Madness, they freak out. But I didn't know a lot about it, but once I heard that it was happening, I watched the movie, and it is so funny and so witty, and it's very poignant as well, and a lot of people don't get that, but it's great, yeah.
It is cheeseball galore.
Marijuana is that drug, a violent narcotic, an unspeakable scourge, the real public enemy, #1.
Every, stereotype that you could have, they threw in there. Even with our design team, we have certain pieces of the set that are cheesy cutouts, just to punch home that cheesy campiness one step further. So it's a rowdy time.
The way things are today, savagely different.
If there's one thing to be said about Queens and the population here, it's extremely talented, whether it is in vocals, dancing, acting, and it certainly shines in this production, which has sort of the triple threat of them all. It is a very dance-heavy show, very vocal-heavy show in the fact that there is a lot of it and a lot of people singing all the time. And overall, everyone brings an A+ game to it.
Well, I'm also in 4th year too, so I had a thesis project that just ended last week. It was a performance of puppets, and it took me out of the show for a week, which was, it was almost sad because, you know, the casts on campus, because you're all students and because you're all, you know, struggling through the same stresses and fighting the same battles, you're kind of a family. So I had to leave them for a week, which really sucked. But other than the sadness, it's pretty fun to come to rehearsal because it's the moment in your day where you get the opportunity to, you know, be someone else and create this whole new world for like a couple hours, and it's awesome. So.
The music ranges from everything from rock to, I'd say, swing era jazz a little bit. It is a very wide range across the board. So with that, we actually have a 5-piece band that are using some effects to get the job done overall, but as a whole, they are also extremely talented. So it is an extremely high quality production. The talent that we've brought to this production, both in the technical aspects as well as the performance aspects, everything from creative team to our set design, costume, lighting, absolutely everything is top notch. I have not worked with a better team here at Queen's, and I've been here for 4 years, so I'm very proud to say that we have an amazing team working on it overall. Why you should come to see this? One, it's going to be a really entertaining night no matter what. It's extremely fun to laugh with, very campy, and is just going to be a really fun night out overall. The show runs from April 4th to 13th in the Rotunda Theatre at Queen's University. Tickets are available at the Grand Theatre box office, at Tricolor Outlet, and online at kingstongrand.ca. Hope to see you there.